Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of the Addicted Fishing Podcast. And we're going to be talking some salmon tonight. We got some special guests in the studio. Who you got, Cam?
I think this guy here is
he special?
Right?
Yeah,
he's kind of special.
He doesn't appear very
He's
much.
a different kind of special.
I never rode the big bus. So.
Okay.
You don't ride the bus at all?
We got Charles Stahley, who's hanging out with us.
And Jordan's back from Alaska.
Didn't turn into a grizzly bear. Not yet, at least.
Kind of look like one with that hair going.
Right.
You keep growing that out.
Brad Melville said the other day, he's like, dude, you got that Allman Brothers look going. He's like, hey, I wanted to kiss you.
All you people tuning in on YouTube, please do me a favor. Drop a comment and let me know if you guys want us to keep uploading these to YouTube. Because honestly, I'm this close from not uploading them to YouTube anymore because I think it's probably the worst performing content that we put on YouTube. So if you want to see us on YouTube, including these podcasts, drop a comment below and let us know. If you are like, we don't really need them on YouTube, we'll just listen to them on iTunes, then say that below as well. We want to know what you guys want, and if you guys are saying predominantly not put them on YouTube anymore, I think that's what I'm going to do is just upload them to the podcast.
Well, wait a second.
Let me know.
Can people because I don't listen to podcasts because I'm a total old bogey, can people comment like they can on YouTube is like when they do on the podcast stuff?
They
so you
can,
read
but
the comments?
Yeah, you
but
can.
you don't do
you
follow
can,
them?
but I don't follow any of them.
Gotcha. So YouTube's still a
horrible.
good venue for that.
Yeah.
So all you guys on YouTube, if you want to say there, comment a lot. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, the thing is you can just see. So basically, guys, if you're listening, you guys, what basically happens with YouTube is YouTube prioritizes videos based off what you guys want to see. It literally is 100% prioritized off what you want to see, and they judge that off two factors: you clicking on the video, and then how long you watch the video for. So I think what happens a lot of times on the podcast is it's a 48-minute video or whatever it is. Sometimes it's 45 minutes, and so you guys just aren't watching very much of the video. I don't know exactly what happens, but they just don't get the play that all the other videos get. YouTube really doesn't show them to even the people that are watching. So I just want to know from you guys out there if you guys want to see them on YouTube. If we get a predominantly answer of yes, we'll keep uploading them because we're just doing this for you guys and we don't care about YouTube and what they think. So
that's
right. YouTube, you hear that?
Whoa, wait. YouTube.
Hold on.
We still need you to be able to let us upload our content to your channel. We appreciate it. Thanks so much, YouTube.
Yeah, we love YouTube.
Anyways, enough with that freaking babble. All these people listening are probably like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Yeah, I think we need to
It's not fish.
So what we are talking about is Tributary Coho. And twitching.
Not just Coho.
Today I caught my first Tributary Coho of the season.
Wait, Cam, back it up. You said what? You think we need to...
I think we need to talk some salmon because the tributaries because it was raining.
Yeah.
There's been some rain.
This was the earliest fall weather, 6-7 years?
Yeah, it's September 11th.
That's the first time.
Rest in peace.
Normally it's like you hear some guy catching a coho and you're like, nah, I don't care. It's still too dry. It's still too hot. Blah, blah, blah.
The leaves are turning already.
It's
crazy.
Two of my trees in my front yard already have no leaves.
I was getting all cozy today watching those leaves fall. I was like, ooh.
Those
my favorite time of year.
You sound like my
tornado.
wife. You gonna go to get a pumpkin
I was just going to say, do you need a pumpkin spice colored twitching jig?
A nice book and a warm fire and a nice lap blanket.
Snuggie blanket.
No, I need a raincoat and a twitching jig. That's
but
all
you
I need.
caught a couple coho.
I caught some coho
in the tributaries. What river?
Oh, that's funny. The wet one. It was very wet out there.
It was filled with water.
Yeah.
Did it have a rock in it?
Yeah, there were smaller rocks though that I'm used to. So, but it felt good.
Felt good. I'm going with you in the morning. I'm going with you in the morning, dude, and I hope we just freaking whack them.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if we didn't get some. The cool part is, early season like this, I feel like it helps you perfect a little bit of your techniques too. When you're fishing clear water, you're fishing the low water. Depending on where you're fishing, I mean, some places, a lot of the places that I fish are super. I mean, there's probably not 8-10 inches of visibility right now, but they'll still fish well. But when you're fishing some of these clear rivers, especially some with dams, you get a really good feel for your technique. And you can see the fish, so you see how they react to different techniques. Especially with what we're talking about right now, the twitching. You can see a lot more in this kind of water condition, how your rod tip motion, how your line diameter, how everything affects the way that your twitching motion works, and how basically your calisthenics of fishing need to be. And I think it's a big kind of plus to have these kind of conditions with some fish in here and some new jigs like we had just come out with, and You know, it teaches guys a lot to get out there early like this and get fish. So I think we're lucky this year.
I've had some of
Conditions
my
like this.
best coho twitching days in low clear water.
Yeah.
Some of my best.
I mean, if you think about low clear water, it's kind of like the high water situation. You know, it eliminates 90% of the river.
Yes.
Right.
You know, where you're going to find fish. You know, unless
Yep.
you got movers, which, you know, if you have a cloudy day, early morning, whatever, you might have movers moving through riffles or just hanging and holding in riffles. But at the end of the day, like, you know, you could probably eliminate a lot of water just from being low and clear where you want to target your efforts.
Yeah. That's how it felt today. You know, I got to literally lay eyes on almost all the fish, and the ones I caught, I saw before I caught them. I turned around and fished at them.
Mm-hmm.
You
There's
know.
quite a bit a lot of fish out there, actually. Like, I'm really surprised at what I'm seeing.
So down at the coast.
That's a good sign, right?
Yeah,
Getting them early like that, right, Cam?
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree, and I think it's been kind of a weird thing because I haven't had too much opportunity to go up to the little rivers and twitch. We've been down at Astoria doing the Coho rodeo gig, but you know, when we had those storms coming through, dude, it turned into a desert. It turned tough down there. Today, you know, we've had a couple sunny days in a row. Today was really good. Tomorrow we're gonna whale on them again.
Well,
you
Tomorrow
called
we're
It's supposed
gonna
to
have
be 80
You
degrees.
called that
tomorrow.
before it even happened.
low pressure blows those fish out of the estuary, and guess where they're going? Right to the tributaries. They're running to spawn. So
They're around.
yeah, so I
I've
think
got a
that
few.
this year, for how early it is, I think there's probably a few more fish than we're used to being around, and a few more receptive fish that moved through the estuary, moved through the river quicker, so probably a little more aggressive too, because honestly, like, there's not a more difficult fish to catch than an A-run coho that's been in for a while.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get the fresh biters, they're fresh biters, but an A-run coho that's been sitting, chilling, seen everything, been everywhere, like,
Yeah.
that's, out of all the salmon, those are the toughest.
Yeah.
Like, by far. So, no, I think there's some good opportunity out there. Obviously, you jumped on them today, Jordan, and we've been seeing pictures. And
It was fun to see a fish chase something all the way to the boat, and then turn around, and then cast in front of him and catch him.
Give him a second shot.
That's some Alaska
yeah,
stuff.
see,
right
when
Yeah,
Coho
exactly.
are giving you two chances like that, you know that.
Oh, it was instant too.
Well,
know,
you
like-
said you had one this year out in the Columbia, freaking like come up and crush your.
Oh, yeah,
Dude.
that happens a lot. So 360 fishing, I had two rods get together. Like, clients didn't stay in their lane. They dropped them. They tangled them. I'm like, oh, crap. Those two rods are acted funny. Bring them both up. They brought them both to the surface, and I looked down. The two weights were together. The two flashes were together, and there was two spinners, and one was hanging a little further back. And I was literally, like, trying to figure out, looking at the mess, trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to, like, you know, unscrew this mess? And I watched the coho just come up and explode the back spinner, like, in an inch of water, a foot off the corner of my boat, 3 feet from my kicker boat.
That's why
like,
I love coho.
no care in the world. Fish just wanted to kill it. And it was, dude, and needless to say, we hooked the fish, and it jumped and it ran, and the guy couldn't reel, and the fish couldn't run, and we ended up losing the damn thing after about a minute, but it was a disaster.
Insane.
But they're
That-
aggressive.
It is cool.
And it was a cloudy day. Fish, I'm sure that fish was super hot coming in.
Yeah.
He wanted it.
So we got some new jigs. Finally, they're finally showing up in stores,
Mhm.
and it's very exciting.
You don't sound that excited.
Yeah.
So now
wow.
it's big
Way
time.
to sell it, bro.
exciting.
It's so giddy right
I
now.
still don't have any. That's why I'm not that excited. Because
Oh my God, Mustad! Talk
Oh.
about a fail. If any of the Mustad employees are listening to this
Right.
podcast, which I hope you guys are,
Don't
you
say it. Just say we love you,
We
and
do.
that's that.
we do.
I've got some.
It was a
I've been-
hurricane. Okay.
I've been
Yeah, that's
twitching
true.
away, but I don't know. Just the spots that I'm fishing right now, they're just not going on it. Like, so I think I need to recalibrate and change direction and maybe move away from so many people and try again. Because you're getting them, Marlin's been getting them.
Yeah, pressure can mean a lot in low water, early season situations.
Yeah, you got to get away from that.
I
dude.
think
Right.
you got to
I
get
gotta
away
get
from
away
that.
from
Find
people.
fresh fish.
I know there's a lot of fish there, and you think
Right.
that but dude, they just don't. I just notice when they get into that little zone, they just are not. They're harder to catch, way harder to
And I
catch.
gotta say, it goes. It's irrelevant for the podcast, but where you're fishing, Charles, is like one of the least bitey coho spots I've ever seen in my life. Like, 40-foot deep hole with a riffle and 900 people, and then another riffle. I mean, like,
Yeah.
It's
there's
just
nothing
timing,
about
though.
that spot that there might be 200 fish there, and I've seen
When the
It's
big
timing.
ones show up, dudes will destroy
It's
it.
timing though. Like
You
you
know
have
what
that
I'm
right
small
now,
window.
though.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
timing. You have the
they're
small
not
window in the
confined.
morning.
They
to
just
fish
swim in
that.
circles. They
Yeah.
like
And
you
one
scare them
thing
from
about
one
you
spot,
got-
they go to the other. They
Yeah.
just go. They over here. They come back here. Like if you don't have, like they predict for some of these rivers, like 40,000 fish sitting there. If there's 200 fish in that 1 mile section of river, that's like there might as well be 2 in front of you. You don't have
It
a
is
lot of
definitely
opportunity.
timing.
You
Where
know
I'm
how
at.
you get
if
'em,
you can get
Charles.
there in the
I'll
morning,
tell you.
you can just wipe them out.
No,
14 and a
I
half foot leader.
agree with that. no. That's not, no.
It is definitely a morning thing there. Like if you
Well,
get
think
there in the
about it.
morning, you'll mop them
Think
up.
about it. You got a low window that the fish can see, because I think that's the biggest thing that hurts twitching jigs in low water is the fish. If the visibility is 12 feet, the fish sees in a 24-foot radius around him, and those jigs don't just like fly into their view. Like if you think about it, when the fish is in a 2-foot box and he's sitting there and he's got his cover spot or he's holding, and all of a sudden that jig just drops into view, he just reacts to it and hits it. When they see them coming, I don't think they're as receptive to it as they are when you have 2 to 3 foot of visibility. So then you have
See, and I
20
personally think you just have to change your approach on them.
Change the approach.
Because just like he said, like he was saying, he was
you
twitching
can
it sideways now,
speed
and
it
he's like
up.
ripping it by him, right?
Yeah.
Or he was using his talking about where with a wiggler, if you reel it really, really fast and you can do the same thing with a twitching jig, and that's why I love these 1 ounce jigs that we just launched,
They'll
because
stay down.
you can get them right down into where those fish are, and you could still twitch them really, really fast to where those fish have to react.
How is
See,
that?
that's what I love about
It's-
fishing, though, is that I don't think at any time there's a fish that won't bite. It's a matter of you managing that Rubik's Cube and matching exactly every fish will bite. I think every fish will bite.
Nah, I don't
And
know.
that's the puzzle. I think
pretty
they all
bold
bite.
If every
You just
fish
have to
would bite,
figure
the
out how to
hatchery
trigger
would
it.
get none.
I just think you just have to figure out what will trigger that
I
fish.
understand what you're
They're
saying.
opportunists. Every fish
You
is.
need to
every
go to
animal.
Alaska, my friend.
I think they'll bite. You just got to figure it out.
But within that, thinking they'll bite. No, you're right. You need to get if you can get every advantage going in your favor, like you're getting there early in the morning, right? So that visibility might not be as big as it normally is, and they don't see the twitching. You're getting the fresh fish that moved in the night before. They haven't seen crap. They're milling around all of a sudden. So you do the right things, and you give yourself the right yourself the right advantages. You'll be more successful, especially in these probably more trying times to twitch coho.
And especially in like more populated areas where like
Pressure
a lot
too,
of other
yeah.
people are going to be trying
Right.
to go fish too.
Yep.
Like these are
You
tips
need
that will really help you. Like if you can be there in the morning and be on them, like that's when I see it. And as the afternoon, like it's time to.
And your
Really
morning
change.
is probably like, so if it's like fishable light at 6, it's probably like what, 6 to 6:30.
Yeah, you're looking
And then
at
it's done.
maybe 6 to 8 o'clock. If
Oh,
you,
even
if
that
you haven't
far.
got nothing at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock,
That
like
ain't happening.
yeah, it ain't happening.
Right.
Like you will get, I will see. Like I've lasted out. You will see 1 or 2 here or there, but definitely I think I need to start moving away and start venturing off. But it's early. There's a bunch of fish jumping around. I'm like, oh yeah, catching them.
So I disagree because if all I got to do is just go to my buddy's place and just go on those rocks,
Right? Yeah, you gotta kick rocks. Get out of here.
No, you're right though. You got to give yourself every advantage. A-run coho can be a little bit of a bear, and don't get if you're trying out our new jigs and you're getting out there and getting excited, don't get discouraged.
Right.
I mean, but definitely you're right. Fish a
Just
good
try
spot
not
in the
to
morning
lose
and
them
then
all, and then wait a week or two.
wait a week or two. Dude, coho's crazy.
You're going to know. When they show up, it's going to be on.
Yes.
Yeah, and coho's kind of crazy because it literally takes one good, we've had rain. We haven't had a good region wide. We've had these big showers that
Well,
come
I
through
gotta
and
say
dump.
too, one of the things, it was a good rain. It brought water levels up, but the temperature didn't drop.
Right.
It didn't cool down the rivers. A lot of the rivers that these coho
Yeah.
are headed for, especially
Well, some of the dam control rivers didn't even move.
Yeah. So they had that surge, and I was looking at my phone as the dam counts through that low pressure, over Bonneville. It went 1,200, 2,300, 1,900, 900, 1,200, 700, 300. Just now that weather storm passed.
And that
that's how
700,
hard that
300
big
at the end
school-
was high pressure.
Yeah, and you guys are nailing them again, so I'm sure
Yep,
we'll see
and we're
those
catching
numbers shoot right back up. And again, a lot of these fish will start. I mean, we get a lot of fish over Bonneville all the way through November. So I think we'll see those influxes like that, which is really cool to see that A-run. Which is probably, this is just the first part, the first third or fourth of the A-run, hopefully. So
Well, you kind of seen that down at the coast, though, too, where guys were just rallying on the coho, and then it just came a little bit spotty, where they're having to try to find them
Oh yeah, it
a
was
little
difficult.
more. Then you started seeing some bigger fish show up.
Blind Channel, the Washington side, I'll just say it now because by the time you guys listen to it, it's pretty much over. But Blind Channel, like last Friday before we got this rain, the finder was so lit. I bet we landed 30 fish in 3 hours. It was as good as it ever gets. We were thinking about filming. Fishing isn't peaceful too. It was that good. I mean, it was double, double, triple, double, run back up, double, single, double, triple, double. I mean, it was dumb. Saturday it started to rain. I didn't fish it Saturday or Sunday because I was up here doing veterans events. Went back down yesterday and went up to the top of Blind Channel. It's freaking ghost town. Like those fish, they just blow by. They just move.
Which I'd say that's more atypical for coho in general. My home river, the good years and the bad years are deciphered on how much it rains, because sometimes the hatchery will get 10,000 fish back in 6 days and nobody catches a single damn one of them. You know what I mean?
And during the live feed we were talking about like how late do you fish, into fish in November, like so the couple of the rivers I particularly fish, dam controlled, like if we get low water situations kind of all the way through October, or just kind of maybe up and down, but not just full winter flow, like we do get some years, by September it'll be flowing max, I don't want to give any numbers away, but just max flow like all the way through, and those are the years that the coho just come in, they go by, and they're gone, and it's done by first week in November.
Yeah.
And then you can have last year where the water was low, where they had it was the latest peak arrival they've ever had on my particular river ever was last year, and it was the first week of December. And that was like 3-4 weeks later. That was into the hatchery. Like they got like 2,600 fish that week into the hatchery, first week of December. And usually those are the kind of numbers we're seeing like the second week of October, third week of October. And last year was a down year.
Oregon is we don't suffer the closures that Washington does.
They don't close.
They don't cut off half of our rivers. They don't, it's just it's different management style. It's the same reason that license fees are different. You know what I mean? It's funny how you cross one big river and it changes, but that's, a lot of times why my season lasts a little bit longer, because I don't get pinched out of the places and the rivers that I want to be in. So,
but I'm just talking even arrival,
right?
And then on big coho years, you're catching sea lice coho well past Thanksgiving,
right?
Totally,
just kind of,
so
we want rain, but I can't have any rain until after September 25th. No rain until September 25th. That's when I get the jet put on the boat.
Wow, thanks, bud.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
starve.
Cool.
I just hope it rains in Alaska really hard.
We can rain go north, blow north. There you go.
Please go to Winco and steal a bunch of shopping carts.
Does it rain there at all?
35 CFS.
Ouch.
35.
So basically, you could take a leak in the top of the river
for filming.
Perfect. You could take a leak,
clear water, dude.
Take a leak in the river up and make it go to 40 CFS.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
No, the tundra will soak it up. Pull it right out of the river.
Oh man!
But that's pretty much that's what we've seen so far. Side note: we got a bash tomorrow. Hopefully, we see some of you there.
Yeah, by the time you guys listen to it, you will not be going.
You'll
to
be
bash,
but there will be ready to go to the next bash.
There'll be other bashes. So we're running some bashes right now in the region.
We're doing a fall bash little string where we're going. I think 4 locations?
5 locations, and we'll probably add some more in November.
Right. So we're going to be up north, you guys, up in the Puyallup area, in the Olympia area. Excited to see all of you up there. We'll have some special guests up there outside of the Addicted crew, but I'm sure all of us will try to be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. It's I think October 3rd at Sportco and October 17th at Puyallup Sportsman's Warehouse.
Yep. And also, I'm sure we'll get this out before the Fisherman's Marine one in Delta Park. So if you have the opportunity to come to that, Kevin Gray,
September
Cameron,
19th.
Yep, Kevin Gray, Cameron, myself, Marlin will all be there answering all your questions and talking about how. And by then, obviously, there'll probably be quite a few more coho in here, so there'll be much more questions to ask.
We get a couple rains. That whole conversation could change from what we're having right now. You never really know.
No, sir.
All weather. So what else are we going to have at Fisherman's? What else is going to be there?
What else?
I mean, within twitching and this whole 9 yards, like we're talking about. Like, what the hell are we using?
Spinners.
Spinners?
Oh,
Are you using eggs?
No, we're not going to talk about eggs because nobody likes that.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. No, but I'll be going over, especially on these next couple, we'll be talking spinner fishing for these coho.
Kevin Gray is talking bait at Fisherman's.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't miss the smell of my truck of waders, boots, soaked in egg juice.
What about
It's
soaked in
terrible.
fish, though?
Well, the fish is okay. Like
Oh,
I don't
you
even
have to worry
smell
about
that
that
no more. I just smell the eggs. I hardly ever use eggs. Like the fish I don't care about, but
Yeah.
I don't really use eggs. I've been using eggs lately, and it's terrible.
Well, our new Mustad tail-out twitchers will be for sale there. They'll be everywhere.
In a variety of very sexy colors.
Yeah, guys, we're excited. All you people out there listening, we finally are launching some of our first Mustad addicted fishing products, and the tail out twitchers, the first of many to come. So we're super stoked on that. They are available already right now in Bob's. You can buy them in Bob's.
I hope.
But they're going to be in Sportsman's, Fisherman's, pretty much all down the West Coast. You should be able to find those jigs. And if your local stores do not have them, tell them to call someone and get them in.
Yeah, they're not closed off. They're going to be at Cabela's, Sportco, Sportsman's, Fisherman's, like you just said, all these different places. But yeah, some of the other retailers, they're more than welcome to order them, bring them in. But within,
I think we've talked about them with the podcast before, like sizes and stuff. But we can reiterate again on like kind
did
of
we
what
talk
we did
sizes
there.
in the last podcast?
I think when we talked about iCast, we did a little bit.
Oh yeah, well regardless, one huge feature that we have coming out is the 3 different sizes: the 1/2 ounce, the 3/4, and the 1 ounce. The Big Daddy Mac twitching jigs, and within like our twitching, it's a new developing technique. Yeah, there's some of the pioneers have been doing it for 25 years, but we got our hands on it about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and now we're trying it and adding a little to it. And what we found with within our clientele and our guiding and new anglers trying to get into the technique, you start with a 3/8 ounce because I don't want to snag the bottom with it. I want a nice light jig, easy to cast, easy to twitch. Well, then you realize, the 1/2 ounce jig, I can detect the bottom that much better, sinks that much faster, has a little bit more action. So we took it another step last year. We started testing some of the 3/4 and the 1 ouncers. The 1 ouncers for spring Chinook and the 3/4 for coho, even though you can use an ouncer easily, but we just didn't get a lot of that opportunity last year at the low water. Regardless, what we're finding is that if you really don't want to snag a jig, if you really don't want to break that jig off, you need to be able to feel what that jig is doing. You need to be able to feel if it's dragging along the bottom, if it's getting tossed over wood, sticks, and whatnot. And having the heavier weighted jigs to be able to figure out, if you haven't fished that river before, that run before, is it 2 feet deep? Is it 12 feet deep? Is there a tree down the middle of it that the coho love to lay in so much? Having those heavier jigs and being able to detect the bottom, get a little faster drop, get a little less line droop in there, because when you cast a long cast with a 1/2 ounce or 3/8, you get a lot of bend in your line.
Yeah, a lot of belly.
A lot of belly, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you tighten that up, you're a little more clean, a little
I
more
will
crisp.
say too, with the kind of material that these are made with, it definitely kind of emulates me. One of my favorite jigs that I've tied forever for guiding was bucktail. I tied 1/2 ounce head, maybe 3/8 if it was super low water or shallow, but 1/2 ounce head and a little bit of flashaboo body and a bucktail, because and this stuff has that same kind of I want to say rigid, almost abrasive body to it as far as how it goes through the water, to where when I look at these jigs, the 1/2 ounce basically is the 3/8 as far as like the amount of speed it falls, and so on and so forth. So we got that 3/4 like fishing that 1/2 ounce with the kind of material that are on these. So I feel like they fit. I don't think a 3/8 ounce jig head would even work for that style of jig.
Well,
that
I'm
we
learning
made.
this too. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I went up to Bob's, I bought all 1/2 ounce jigs because that's all I knew. That's what I used.
Yeah.
So I bought all these jigs, and now that I came down and started using them, like Marlon was like, "You're dumb," and I was like, "Whatever." Literally, I was like, "Whatever."
No, you're
like,
dumb.
That's cool.
No, Charles,
you're
you're really
dumb.
dumb.
Yeah. And then, now I'm fishing, and I'm like, man, I need those heavier. I even texted Jordan. I was like, "Hey, will you grab me some of those heavier jigs? Because now I want them."
And once you start getting like good at twitching too, and you start really understanding like what the bottom is and how to feel the bottom, you want a heavier jig because you can keep it in the strike zone easier. It's just it fishes better.
Right, because I was having
fish
in
better.
the hole that I was fishing, I was having a hard time feeling bottom at all. Like, and then all of a sudden I'm like halfway through a drift, like if I was bobber fishing, and finally starting to feel bottom. And I'm like, okay. And the whole time I'm like, I need to get a heavier jig. Like, this is not a hole for this jig.
But
like,
but within
It depends on the hole you're fishing.
It depends
too,
on the
yeah.
hole. It depends where you're standing. Like within where
Yeah.
you're fishing,
Yeah.
you know, if you move downstream and cast a little more upstream, and
Which
actually,
you
quite
can
contrary by popular belief, you absolutely can cast upstream to catch trout.
always cast
And
upstream.
what's funny is I called that guy and I said, hey, I called him about something completely different, and I said, hey, you know you can cast upstream and catch plenty of fish twitchy jigs, right? He goes, oh yeah, I know. And I go, you realize that if I stopped casting upstream, I would literally catch half the fish that I catch. He goes, oh, I know. And I think he knew it was coming. But regardless, readjusting your position within the run to where like a little more further upstream cast, get it down a little quicker, suck some of that line up as you're letting the jig free fall. Like,
where I really learned that too was fishing with Jordan in Alaska. Like we would go up to a log jam and he'd position the boat in the log jam.
Oh, yeah.
Then we'd reposition it in the log jam. Then we'd reposition it again. Sometimes we'd be in the exact same log jam in 3 different positions.
And one is successful.
Yeah, and you just yank fish. Well, sometimes we'd yank fish out of every different position, but usually,
They'd stop biting at one position.
I
They
catch a
stop-
lot
exactly.
of fish on twitching jigs, but I definitely have a lot of room of improvement.
to
Like,
be-
I've definitely been humbled where I'm like,
It's harder
what
to
the
learn
heck?
the angle thing if you're fishing from the bank, though.
Yeah,
Because you first learn it by floating by the spot and casting at it. The first cast you're casting down
moving,
it.
yeah.
The next one you're casting straight across. The next one you're casting up and you hook one. You're like,
Fine.
I already cast her 4
stay down
times.
here, right?
Yeah.
You know, and then you start to learn, you know, and you don't do it as fast. You don't do that
Right.
that movement through.
I don't think a lot of people do. I think they walk up to the hole, they stand on their rock, they take their few casts, there's coho jumping everywhere, they don't find success, and they
They
say,
say,
oh,
"This
these
isn't
ones aren't going
working."
to bite, and they
Yeah.
bail. I've had so many aha moments just by, like you said, moving the boat, moving down the bank, taking a different angle, because it's all, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, a twitching jig's got to catch a fish if it's in front of a freaking fish.
Right.
And if it doesn't get in front of the fish, you ain't doing yourself any good. And so, like I said, adjusting where you stand, being dynamic, not just walking to the hole, casting straight out, and then letting the current do whatever it's going to do for that cast, and then walking away from the hole is not how you get it done twitching.
I rotated around and tried it that's where I came to the conclusion that I just need to get a heavier jig. Like,
That hole you're fishing is exceptionally deep, and it's exceptionally big, and it's exceptionally roily too. Like, there's a lot of upwelling within
Yep.
it. Like, it's not that where you're fishing, and like I said,
You know
sorry
how
for
I
you guys
fished
that
that hole?
understand.
With a 4-ounce jig.
Yeah, we
Oh my God.
spring Chinook, we were raking
Good.
stringers over the coal. And no, we weren't snagging them for all those guys that went 4-ounce jig. Oh my! No, we were testing for some of the other stuff that we've got coming out. and we were raking them over the coals. And this was
Dude,
springers.
there would be times I would walk into the hole,
Oh my
all the
God.
bait fishermen, and literally roll up with that thing, cast it out and hit the water, and I'd get like 2 freaking jigs in.
Dude,
Fish
and you know
on!
what's funny? I remember some of those mornings you walked across to the other side, and I watched the 10 bank anglers rip 20 springers out of that hole and then not touch a thing for an hour until he'd show up. And then all of a sudden, twitching jig, here it comes. And twitch. Oh, there it is!
Oh,
I mean,
that's
just
so fun, dude.
stupid. I mean, this is like after, like I said, all the fish that were going to bite no matter how good your damn eggs were in sand shrimp, got raked out of the coals. Like, raked out of there. And then here comes a different presentation. And dude, he'd light up like 5 of them in the first 10 casts. It was
That was so
crazy.
That was so fun. They crush them too. That's what I love about twitching when you're twitching them. Sometimes
Oh, yeah.
they really just freaking smash them.
It's kind of like the guys asking, like, when we're 360 fishing, what a bite's going to look like.
Yeah.
It's like, you're going to freaking know, bud.
You're going to see it. Dude, the
Those look like-
360 bites
Do
are so
something.
awesome.
They're just going to, you're just going to know. Yeah. No, I mean, so there's some applications for those heavier jigs. You know, we brought them out. We're super proud of them. We tested them, like you said, like we do with all our stuff. We tested it for a whole season. You know, when we started this venture with Mustad, like, we signed on with them. Shoot, was it late? It was early fall last. It was probably a solid year ago.
Yeah.
And they were probably actually it was last summer. It was ICAST.
I was going to say, you guys met him in
It was
beginning
July
of
2018. And they were in no hurry. They were like, nope, make it right. Like that's what we wanted to do too. So we're proud of them. Great material, good body, lots of flash, lots of movement, lots of material.
They
lots
dry out insanely
They
fast.
do dry out quick. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I don't. I took one out and I was retying, changing the colors, like trying to figure this whole process out. And I grabbed one. I almost thought that it was just a new jig. And I was like, looked at it and I was like, no, like I just used that thing and it was that dry. Like it was insane.
Yeah, the material dries out quick.
No.
That's what makes it hold
No
such a
more
good
rusty
body.
hooks.
Right.
That's what makes
crazy.
it hold such a good body is the way the water like absorbs into the material. It's pretty incredible.
It's weird.
And when you see it too, I want to have all you guys out there that get some of these twitching jigs. Just once you get a chance to like just kind of hold them underneath the sunlight and twitch them, just
We need to bring a little fish tank tomorrow, or for the seminars.
Yeah,
we should.
That's a
Good
good
idea.
idea.
Just a little Goodwill one, like somebody
Let's go to
swing in.
Walmart.
And it's probably find a $15 Tetra one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just to
That's
have
a
up there in
really
front of a
good
little ice
idea.
fishing rod.
Yeah,
for
that's a
people
good
to play with
idea.
it.
But anyway, these things they look incredible in the sunlight, and it's hard to even describe it until you look at them like twitching in the sunlight. Like it's
Today's
it's
the first day I
ridiculous.
fished in the sun with
Sweet.
something. It was like, ooh, man, that
Yeah.
looks good.
Dude, they look freaking
Sweet little
Shin,
sea
sparkle,
runs
sparkle.
Show up.
Ooh,
They're
I
not
can't
so
wait till there's lots of
picky.
fish around. Back down to
I'm
troll.
going to try to kill as many of them before I have to twitch them up.
Yeah.
You try to
I've
get
seen
them
some
before they get
pictures
into
from
the
down there
rivers.
today.
That's
Look
right.
pretty
I'm going to
good.
kill them all before you guys get them all. And if I do my job, you're not going to catch anything.
Oh, okay.
So what about Jordan? You gonna be running any Coho trips
I
this year?
have a few. The schedule's almost full for October. I have 4 or 5 October trips open, and definitely have probably a good handful of trips open, especially some of the peak early season dates in November. I'm sure up until the 15th of November should be damn good fishing, and even past that. So a lot of the rivers that I'm on stay pretty steady. They'll have fish trickle in all the way through the season. So if you want to get out, weekends are pretty much gone, but there are I think I have a weekend or two open in November, so be sure to get at me, and would love to take you guys out and show you how to catch fish on spinners and twitching jigs and the occasional bobber.
Maybe get
The occasional bar. How are they
Yes,
going to
sir.
contact with you?
You're going to give me a call or message me on Facebook Messenger at Jordan Knigge, or you can even email Addicted Fishing. It would be on the website or on any of the social media pages. But my phone number is 503-849-5764, and you can call, text, or leave me a message, anything you need to, and we'll get you set up on a date. A lot of times we'll either be using the drift boat or the raft, most likely the raft, because it's kind of like how I like to do things, or just recently have started running trips with my jet boat as well. So later in the season when there's more water and we can skirt around on some of these rivers and chase some of these later bright fish, we can do that as well. So pretty much accommodate anything you guys want to do.
Sweet, dude.
Those raft trips are fire, though.
Yeah, that's my
So much
favorite.
fun.
It is. It's fun. I like the rafting because it, especially if you're a bank angler, like it's not like you're just sitting in the raft all day. You're just using the raft as transportation to get down the river.
And you're
get out of the
learning
raft.
so much.
Yep.
You're learning so many things that you can go reproduce at a spot that you go to. It's just a whole different scenario.
Yeah.
So Jordan's going to be on the raft a bunch this Coho season. Cam, what are you going to be doing? Are you doing any raft trips?
I'm not even going to twitch Coho at all.
You're a liar.
Whoa.
No. That's my secret plan is like get everybody thinking about twitching, and then I'm just going to run wigglers all season long. And just catch fish while everyone's twitching and all the Coho see 1,000 billion.
That's not true because I already, like tomorrow when I'm going with Jordan, I have a twitching rod, a rod with a spinner, and one with a wiggler.
You're ready to get it.
I'm
No.
going to be freaking casting all 3 of them.
Nope. When you get back
It's,
from Alaska and I get the sled outfitted with the jets, and after that it is watch
Twitching.
out, you poor little Cohos.
You're
I'm going
gonna
to
die.
wreck your world. I almost
Are
thought
you
about
booked
it.
out? Are you freaking booked out through the
I
season?
am. We are booked out all the way through about the 4th of November. I don't even have a single
Whew.
seat. But I'll tell you what, and this is what I've told a lot of people, like I can either set you up or give me a call when it starts raining. The reason why I say that is because we do only have a 4 per person fish limit this year.
Only.
I say only because you guys, I should start posting some of those pictures. We have a 6 fish limit. I have like 36
That's
dead
insane.
Coho on the bottom of the boat. And dude, I post those up. And people just want to murder.
Right.
They're like, what the hell? Limits, bro? It's like, you don't understand. This was 2014 and catching 6 per person was easy. I spent more time
You should totally repost
I
them.
should.
Like,
Dude,
great
it's
day
like the
today.
time we're
Yeah.
on the way back. The cop looks in the back of the truck and there's 12 Coho in the back of the truck and he's like,
Way back from where? What did you say?
yeah, he's like, where are you back? Oh, we did. I said,
Yeah,
couldn't
I'm
have
sure
to bleep
that-
that.
it was, I guarantee you it was bleeped already, but go on.
What?
I guarantee you it was bleeped already. So just continue the story with the cop with the flashlight back in the car.
My God. You ruined this whole story.
Cop, flashlight, back car, like, where are you guys coming from?
Yeah, he freaking, and he's like, dude, and yeah, I'm not going to tell the rest of this story. Yeah, he's like, are those pinks? You guys get pinks?
No, he goes, humpies? We're like, no, bro, not humpies. Oh, good stuff. But yeah, that was a crazy year. Lots of fish. But I'll start posting those pictures up. I really want to piss people off.
You really should, yeah. Be like, great day today.
Oh, I should do it the first. Anyways, but yeah, no, there's going to be some opportunity. And like I said, only a 4-fish limit. You know, like, they're hatchery fish and they need to be killed and blah, blah, blah. So, you know what? Guess what? I'm going to be gunning for them. But
I let a hatchery fish go today.
Whoa.
What?
I didn't want the meat. I don't even
Sinner.
want to waste that stuff.
You're so
Whatever. Let Charles go try to catch it.
Right? Yeah.
now, you know what's going to happen?
What?
That hatchery fish is going to spawn in the
It
wild.
was full of eggs,
It's going
too.
to spawn in the
But
wild.
it was a chunklet.
It was going to spawn in the wild.
It was
and
already
then
digging red,
completely
actually.
kill the whole wild run. Completely dead.
That doesn't happen.
Detriment.
You know what kills the wild run? Not planting hatchery fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not
Totally.
planting in-basin genetics.
Well,
We're not going down that road.
Total side note. Just because it's not steelhead season either, everybody out there, we can't forget to keep pushing and supporting this cause of hatchery wild coexist.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Because I feel like that happens a lot during salmon season when it's not springer season. We have wild fall Chinook, we have wild coho in areas, and people just throw, it's not steelhead season? Oh, who cares about wild fish? We can't get on
there's
that
fish
pattern.
around.
Exactly.
There's fish around, so people don't get bothered about it.
When the
Yes,
seasons
exactly.
are getting closed and the fishing sucks and they're
Yeah.
getting shut down here and there and everywhere, then people give a damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No,
that
we
is
can't
very
lose that traction, everybody.
No, that is very true.
I'm
Hatchery
sure there'll be
wilds
some updates
coexist.
coming soon. Like,
Yeah, there will be. And to be fair, one of the directors has been out of the country for a month. I've been down just grinding. So is the other one of the other directors, and just it's been time. But don't think that we're taking that off the ball. So there's a lot going on there still. But yeah, I'm going to be running the sled. I'm going to be trying to do my part to kill as many hatchery fish as I can. And I just telling people, when it starts raining, give us a call, because when these cohos show up, as you know, it can go from scratch fishing to limiting out the boat by 9.
Yeah, that first, regardless,
yeah.
I think,
Bugging you
just
all
with
the time.
timing, that first week
I
of
didn't know
October
you
is going to
were
be great.
Whoa.
So if you guys get a chance to go on a guided
RV.
fishing trip, don't hesitate to give me a call. Like Cameron said, it might be the kind of year that we get to do doubles and stuff, so we can try to squeeze you in last minute and at least get you out on the river for a few hours in the evening or something to go have your piece of the
So all
pie
these
here.
guys that are going kind of out, where are they going to be looking? Where should they be looking? What kind of water should they be searching for?
It's super simple. And this year, look at your stocking reports. There's been reports of some of these forecasts, of these big numbers in the paper. But all up and down Washington is going to be I think there's some runs like North Puget Sound that aren't looking too good for coho. The Oregon coast, even though there's not a lot of hatchery fish, I think they're supposed to get the coast all in. It's just get 900,000. So they're looking at a real strong run. So you might not be able to keep a lot of those fish because they don't do a lot of clipping. But all up and down the Oregon coast,
Still
it's
fun.
They're still, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
So there'll be a lot of opportunity there, and a lot less
Well, they're
crowds.
going to have a Chinook season this year at least, too. So.
Yeah, but I was going to say a lot less crowds targeting them, especially when the Chinook season closes.
Totally random thought, but I cannot wait to do a chum challenge with these twitching jigs.
Woo!
let's do
Turn it
it.
on.
Oh, I cannot
I'm
wait.
gonna spank you boys like
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah, with your spro jigs snagging
You
fish
know
in the back.
what's funny about those though? But you saw the jig that I used in that episode. It was literally one of the beginning
You
ones
tied it yourself.
with
Yep.
the materials.
Yep.
Oh, it was one of the mustard
It
ones?
was.
Yeah,
a pink
yeah.
one.
So I know Miles were, it sucks. It's
I
like,
thought it
oh
was a
really?
freak- I
And
thought
guess what? It was
He just said it was a freaking
no, it was not a
whatever.
spro. And guess what? It
They
was
were
the
just
it was
joking about
literally
it all day.
literally the parents to the ones that are
The one
in
hole that they
packages
actually
now.
did catch them in the mouth.
Shut up.
That's where they beat us.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
That's when they landed them all.
Cameron, you got
Anyways,
any kind of info
Jordan
on
can't
where
handle
somebody might be
lose.
able to catch
No, I
some
don't like losing it.
A-run coho? Like
I
kinda
said, look at your
tactics that you
look at your stocking reports. Maybe try to focus on some of the bigger rivers, just on the account that a little more water will bring those fish in out of tidewater a little sooner, a little easier. Don't go to maybe the tiniest of tiniest creeks right now to try to find A-run coho. Chinook will kind of plow in, but coho kind of. kind of wait, and then fish after your rains. Fish. What if you think those rivers are going to blow out? I'd say get on them.
Go learn your spots when they're low, and then be there when they're high. And the best thing I can always say is, you go and you fish these spots, especially if you live next to a smaller river. You go and you see the few fish that are there, but when you can't see them, that's when fishing's good.
Right.
You learn those spots, you learn those holding patterns, and then when the water covers them up, that's when those fish pile in, and you're on top of it.
Yeah.
So, and you're ahead of the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, sweet guys, thank you so much again for listening to this podcast. We appreciate it. As always, if you guys can please drop us a review, drop us a comment if you're on YouTube. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, let us know if you want us to keep uploading these to YouTube, because we're going to let you guys decide from the comments below.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else?
Nothing.
Love you, addicts. We'll see you out there on the river.
Don't
See you
forget,
out there.
do not forget, September 19th, October 3rd, October 17th, Addicted Bashes. They're coming. Come hang out. Later days.
There, dude.